Hi, sorry y'all, it cut off again, but I'm going to keep going because I'm not finished with my review of this product. Okay, so again, I think this should have had a mirror. This is the I Want Candy palette. I absolutely, okay, so a given, it should have had a mirror. Second, I feel like it should have had a scent of candy, like a sweet candy smell. I know with like the bonbons and the chocolate palettes, that was all very prevalent, but that's part of what people love about Too Faced. And so I was really, yeah, there's no smell at all. I'm just so disappointed in that because part of putting on makeup is the experience of it. And so when I got my chocolate palette and could smell all that cocoa, I was like, wow, this is going way above and beyond. And so I just expected it on this palette. You know, the Peaches palette, it smelled like peaches, and the Bonbon palette, I'm pretty sure my Bonbon palette smells like chocolate. So to have a candy, everybody knows candy has a smell. And not a vanilla smell. Like the lip product I tried, it smelled like a vanilla cupcake. That's just too easy. It should have smelled like candy. Just like this should have smelled like candy. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a saving money thing, but again, when you charge $45 for a palette, you don't save money. You go ahead and spend it. Now, all that said, those two things, the only two negatives is I would have done a mirror and I would have had a scent of candy to the palette. As far as the colors I think are awesome. I think this is a palette you could have with you on a trip because each one of these quads, if you just look at it that way, are a completely different look. You've got a very warm look over here, you've got a very neutral look over here, and you've got a very cool look over there. But you also could go in duos, just the little twosies, and make a whole different look. You also could go across the top and do a whole different look. I love, love, love the fact that they're smart enough to know that you use highlight more than any other color. Because you use it on the inner corner, sometimes you use it on the lid, and you use it on the brow bone. You may even double it somewhere else on your face, like a cheekbone. If you don't have highlighter, you could use this whipped cream. So the biggest three they put on the bottom, and that is the highlight colors. Love that. I also love that the highlight colors match what's above them. So this banana cream pie, I just want to see, does it smell like banana? Not at all. So disappointed. I do like the color. It's a true buff yellow. Which is a perfect highlight color for these warm tones. That melon, the rust, that kind of a warm brown. That's a good neutral for the whole palette. So is cream puff, a good neutral. Taupe berry, a good neutral. There's a lot of good neutrals to use as transition colors. That's one thing I love about this. There's a good balance of matte to frosted. So I really love that. And that includes the highlights. The highlights, the banana cream and the ice cream are both matte finishes, which is what a lot of people like for their brow bone. And they would only use a very touch at the arch of this whipped cream. Or you could use frosted pink, or you could use something else. I'm thinking sugar plum, because as purpley as that looks, yeah, it is actually too dark for a highlight color. So yeah, it didn't actually turn out looking like it does in the pan. It didn't on my finger. But anyway, I love the blendability. I love the transition, meaning the color selections to each other blend nicely. They go together well. And the only other place I found that is Tom Ford, which is also very expensive. I think it's like $70 a palette. And I only have one, and I absolutely adore that palette. I think it's the warm one, or Cocoa Image, or Mirage, or something. But it's the brown tone one. And these do that very, very well, I have to say. So as far as the product is concerned, I love it. As far as the image of the person that it's supposed to emulate, I love it. I love Kandee Johnson. I love that they spelled her name right. I love Kandee. And then they put a little sticker of her face right there to open it like a real candy box. But again, even though it's like a real candy box, I would have put a mirror in here, just made it cute, and I would have made it smell like candy, not like cupcakes. And I also do like that you get this wonderful makeup palette to go with, pouch to go with it. It's flirty. Oh, I just noticed it also says it includes some Better Than Sex mascara. So that's not just a, okay, I didn't even notice that, y'all. There's a little sample size of mascara in here. Yeah. So that's nice. That's very, very nice. that you get that. And this would fit in there. So if you want to put this in there, some mascara, liner, and lipstick, it would all fit in there. So I like that it's the size that you can actually use with this. So overall, what are my feelings on this palette being $45, and would I buy it? Would I encourage you to buy it? And here's my answer. There is some Too Faced palettes that I think are a huge hit. Certainly the chocolate palette. I think it was the most innovative thing I've ever seen. It was the first one that I remember, and I've been, checking out makeup for 40 years, that actually had, while I'm finishing, I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, that actually had a scent that went along with the theme of the palette. And so I have to say, that is my only disappointment in this, besides the back of the mirror. But Too Faced is very innovative. Second of all, Too Faced knew how to keep a good thing going, sort of like that Urban Decay with the, the new Naked palette and Naked 2, Naked 3, except that wasn't very interesting, whereas Too Faced has always made it interesting, when they went to Bonbons and they went to Peach, and, then they started having little small ones that were chocolate chips and vanilla something, and so now that they come out with I Want Kandee, would I say it is as big of a winner as those? Is it as innovative as those? No. But is it worth you having in your collection? Absolutely. This is one that, for me, would get 2 thumbs up, because even though there's 2 things I don't like about it, it's packaging. The product itself is amazing. And the packaging could be controversial on whether or not somebody even agreed with me that a mirror is needed in every palette. I think it is, because I think that's how you can use the palette. You don't have to be sitting at your dressing table. You could use it, on a vacation, in a car, whatever. And some people would say, well, you can have a compact. Well, that's the whole point, is you don't want to have a compact out while you're using your eye palette. It should be in the eye palette. And again, I'm just surprised at Too Faced not having a scent, because that's what they're known for. And so I was expecting it. If somebody says, well, that's how they were being different. They were, this time they didn't do it. And I'm like, well, that was a no-win for me. And I would bet most people were expecting a scent. So I'm really disappointed in that. But not disappointed enough to say don't get it. I would say get it. And for those of you who say, well, Beth, I don't have $45, so I'm not going to get it. Well, obviously the colors that are in it are not that unique. The pigments are not that unique. They're nice. You could go get a less expensive quad from Maybelline or CoverGirl. But you also might be able to enter a contest soon. So I definitely like this that much. And also I need to close out my other contest. Look at me. I'm so crazy. Why do I do that? Sorry. Do you see how that took some of my liner back off? So I don't know. So if this goes into too long, then I won't keep going. I will probably just, I don't know. Y'all always like the parts. That's what people keep saying. I like the parts instead of editing, because you feel like you've accomplished something when you actually get to the end of my videos. And the whole point of watching videos is it gives you something to do, while you're sitting there eating, or if you just want to veg out for a little while and cool out, you can watch videos. So, all right, well, you know what? I'll use this Tartist. Oh, that's not that end. It's this end. I gotta get used to which end looks like what. Okay. Because the only thing that it actually takes off is right on the hump of the eye. I notice it doesn't take off the tail because it's not hitting there. Yep, got it. And only took a little bit off on this side. Actually, this is pretty fluid for a pen. The thing I love about the brush liners is because it's more fluid. It can move, very fluid. But this is pretty fluid. I do like the product. So what mascara will I use? Oh, you know what? I used this yesterday, y'all, and I did like it. It's got little pink flamingos on it. It's from the Beauty Crop Fabulous Flocking Lashes. And it has argan and jojoba oil in it. And it's waterproof. And I really like the way that it came off yesterday when I was using my makeup remover. My little Neutrogena wipes. It came off in like little chunks, which was kind of nice, because it didn't have to mish all out. It just like came off in little, almost like Tubes mascara does. Y'all ever seen Tubes mascara? Did y'all think I died there for a minute? It's like, shut up. No. It was a vocal speed bump. We talked about that yesterday. I don't ever shut up. I just slow down for a speed bump, and then I keep talking. I need one of those shirts that says, "Help me, I'm talking and I can't shut up." I actually do like this mascara, y'all. I may go and purchase some more, which means I should use, I think I got this in either a Birchbox or an Ipsy. So that's the only thing. They give you like coupons to go buy the full size in one of those two. I can't remember which one. And because it's, so far away from when I originally did it, I don't remember which one it is now. I will tell you that I'm going to be doing my Ipsy opening, and because the hurricanes, they held up the shipment, which I totally understand. That it's not important to deliver makeup, so they should have held it up. They wrote me a little note in the email and said, "We hope you'll understand if we hold this up." Also, I think they thought, somebody has Ipsies coming in the mail, and they got water up to their second floor. You sure don't need to be dropping off a package, so that would just be stupid. So, they're worrying about staying alive. So, forget the silly package. Matter of fact, it would be floating away, and it's not important. So, people are just trying to stay alive, and right now, I think a lot of them are trying to recover. And it's awful. It's just awful. I'm so glad to see people are giving to organizations that are in there if you can't go and help. And for those of you who can go and help, I'm just so impressed that you did. And for people who live there, it's so wonderful to see. There's a few idiot looters. God, pray for them, because I shouldn't call them idiots. I'm sorry. Because anybody that would do that when people are down and out, and people think, well, it's just a business. Well, businesses are people, especially small businesses, but even large ones. They're already taking a huge loss.